What is up, people? What is up, people? This is Abraham Walker with 𝗙𝗂𝘅, your Northern Virginia real estate agent. Today we have a beautiful home tour for you today. Before we get started, I want to thank the 𝗘𝗫𝗄 team, specifically Jordan Rucker, for giving us permission to tour this lovely home. Also, that team is with eXp Realty. So we're in Vienna today. This property's on the market at $2.2 million. It's just over 6,000 square feet. It has 7 bedrooms, 6 full bathrooms, 1 half bathroom. As you can see, the neighbors are building a new home over there. So this community is full of redevelopment options. You see another new build right over there. So just imagine in the future, we have 3, 4 new builds over there. So just imagine in the future, a lot of these older homes will most likely be torn down and rebuilt into one of these bad boys. So one of the things that's really interesting about this property is the doors. So it's actually rare that we actually see an opportunity to place double doors on the front doors, and they kind of continue these same double doors, or doors that are like it, to the deck off of the main level and the walk-up basement. I like this color palette too. It's very edgy. Here is the neighbor over here. I mean, this thing here, what is that, like 4 levels? So that's going to be gorgeous. So you are in good company with this particular property. I like the stonework at the water table level. That's a very nice touch. Also like how they went with the horizontal siding, and then we have like that shaker style, I believe that's what it's called. Very nice look. Doesn't look like your normal craftsman style, which is cool. What do you all think about this stonework that they've completed all the way around the little garden bed here? We even have it by the front porch. You know, this front porch, you know, you'd probably want to put a railing up, but it's not that wide. So maybe the front porch is where you have a lot of flower pots and whatnot, because if you put a railing right along this way, I think you could still fit 2, 3 chairs right here, but you wouldn't be able to get that rocking chair, which is what we are looking for, or what I'm looking for. Now with that out the way, let's get inside. Okay, so before we begin, my name is Abraham Walker, your tour guide for this lovely home here. So I've been in business for 17 years, and I would love to be your buyer's agent for one of these gorgeous properties in Northern Virginia. There is a link in the description to the Perfect Home Questionnaire. Fill out that form, and we will schedule a time to meet online via Zoom to discuss what it takes to buy one of these homes. Now, with that out the way, let's start our tour. So to give you a layout of the land, to our left here, we have your formal dining room, which transitions to a butler's pantry, and then you go into the kitchen. This little cutout right here takes you to the coat closet on this level and the powder room. Of course, straight ahead, we have your living space. We have the doors off to the deck there, very large deck I might add. And then we have your stairs to the bedroom levels and to the basement. And we're gonna start over here. So I think this is an office. I mean, I guess it could be like a formal sitting room because of how wide that doorway is. I'm not sure you would actually want to put glass doors right there. So maybe it's a formal sitting room. Maybe it's an open door office. I know a lot of people dislike when they can't put doors on their office spaces, because they are not going to be able to have calls without being interrupted. But as you can see, it's a really gorgeous space off to the front left of the property. And just let's take a look at this door right here. These doors are gorgeous. These fit in really nicely with these 10-foot ceilings right here. And we have your formal dining room. What I love about a formal dining room, it is that it gives a little bit more of an intimate feel to the space. So you're right off to the front of the property. You can have yourself, what would you guess? A 10-seater right here, quite comfortably, right? We have a nice chandelier as well. And then this leads to the butler's pantry, which we're gonna check out once we get into the kitchen. I don't want to spoil anything for you, right? So we have some really nice stairs with the ironwork for the railings, and like I mentioned already, we have our powder room right here. We have the toilet behind this door. Then we have our extra tall coat closet, followed by our combination living space paired with our kitchen. I mean, it's a very inviting space. Love the coffered ceilings. So I gotta make sure that I don't sway too much with my camera. We have some people who get a little queasy when I do that. I love the built-ins around the windows. That's a very different touch than we've seen before. Also, what do you all think about this stone going all the way up to the ceiling? I feel like it makes for like a real nice statement piece in this space. You put your flat screen TV up top. It's almost like you have like a wall of windows right here. You're going to get a lot of natural light in here depending on what type of curtains you decide to go with. And your lot is relatively flat. Let's go take a look at it right now. And then we'll come back and look at this kitchen. All right, so here is the lot. As I told you before, it's pretty flat. So we have a walk up basement. And yeah, I mean, what's impressive about Vienna lots compared to McLean, Falls Church, Alexandria is that you have a ton of properties that just have these flat lots. And if you have kids who are in the public school system, you still have access to really good public schools as well. I love the size of this deck. I wonder if there's like a gas line that terminates underneath the deck so you could put your grill over here somewhere. Okay, I know what I want to ask you all, because I know my audience knows the answers to these questions. What is this? What is that? Does anyone know? I don't think I've ever seen that, or maybe I haven't noticed it, but I see two right there, one right there, and then another one on the side right there. That's my first time ever seeing those. Are they lights? Maybe they're lights, but I don't know. You let me know in the comment section. I know somebody will know the answer to our question. All right, so look at this kitchen. There's a few things I like about this kitchen that I really like. First of all, there's a pot filler. We don't see enough of those. Also, this is the, I think it's a 48-inch range with the cooktop. And so you have 6 burners with this Wolf stove. And with this stove, you may not see a oven mounted on the wall. That's because you have 2 ovens right here. So that knocks that out for us. I love that we have our first official farmhouse sink right there. Another thing too I like is that with the size of this island and the fact that you can tell they want us to put chairs underneath here. I mean, you can fit what, 2, 4, 6 chairs around the island. I mean, this may be one of the largest islands that's actually designed to be to have seats at. And then the next thing I like about this particular kitchen is I love the white facing doors on both the fridge and the dishwasher. It kind of gives the illusion of I'm trying to hide something, but then it has chrome handles, but I'm not really trying to hide something. So that's a very cool look. And then the last thing I like about this kitchen, which you probably haven't figured out yet, is I like this set of cabinets right here. Now, even though we have a pantry right over here off the back of the kitchen, which, by the way, people would die for a pantry like that. This is ginormous. Look at this. This thing goes on and on forever, right? So even though we have this pantry, which is big enough to fit all of our kitchen appliances and whatnot, I like this particular piece right here because it gives you like a pantry-like thing that's outside for quick access. It has little drawers right there as well. So this is a very nice touch. Good job, builder, as well. So plenty of storage. We have plenty of countertop space as well. We have the Wolf microwave oven. We have a Sub-Zero fridge right here. Right, very nice. And then this is my first time ever seeing this brand of dishwasher. You can let me know in the comment section Cove? What is that? It's a cool design. That's my first time seeing it. So we have ourselves a nice view while we're washing dishes. Right to our right, we have our guest being entertained by the TV. And then we just have plenty of drawers. We even have our little spice rack drawer right here, right next to our stove. Good job on the pot filler. And yeah, and let's look at this butler's pantry. So the dining room is off that wing, and then we have a nice size butler's pantry. We put our beverage chiller right there. You got a nice little workstation to keep your hot food hot as your guests are being entertained in the dining room. Now there's something interesting over here that I want to get your take on. Okay, so we have our mudroom. This is a cool setup. I love the butcher block. What is this utility sink doing right here? Can someone explain why no one else has had a utility sink off of the mudroom? I mean, because if it's a mudroom with mud, this is a great idea to kind of wash up some things. Like if I'm bringing in my golf shoes, right, and it was a muddy day, I could just rinse off my golf shoes, put them in one of the cupboards. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It's a day. Okay, so in the garage, one of the things I like about this garage is the number of recessed lights in here. What do we have? 3, wait, what is this? What's this? 4, 8, 11? No, 12. Okay, I didn't see this one right here above us. Yeah, 12. I mean, it's super bright in here. I mean, it's already bright enough with these tall garage doors. I mean, look at these bad boys. Are these 10 foot? My goodness. So you got a little privacy here. This is a very nice touch. But yeah, so we have taller ceilings, so we can put ourselves a bit of storage on the side there. Hiding behind this door, we have our plug for our high voltage electric vehicle to recharge that bad boy. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 steps out of the garage. And we have this cool little side door here to our side yard, right? We haven't seen one of these before. Very nice. And again, nice touch. Look at all those vents. Look at that. It's like a vent convention. All right, so that is everything on the main level. Now let's get up to the bedroom level and take a look at the owner suite. Oh, I didn't notice this when I was preparing for this. Oh, they got the little frosted glass. Very nice touch. That's a nice touch right there. All right, so let's get upstairs to the bedroom level. All right, so before we go up to the bedroom level, please do us a favor. It doesn't cost you anything. Like this video, and if you like these videos, subscribe to the channel. It's right down there somewhere. Now let's count these stairs. 1, 2, 17, 18. All right, so now we are on the bedroom level. So we have guest bedroom number 1, 2, then we have the owner suite, we have the laundry room, and then guest bedroom number 3. So in we go to guest bedroom number 1 here. This is off to the front of the property here. As you can see, this is an ensuite. All of the bedrooms have their own baths. And this is another thing I like about this property is the size of the closets for all of the guest bedrooms. Now I know you need more square footage for this, but it is a nice bonus or nice to have, right? So we have a really generous shower here in this guest bath, and there is something going on in this bathroom that I at first it was a little disturbing to me, but then it grew on me. When you turn the light switch on, the vent fan comes on. right? So there's two lights. There's a light over the bath, and then there's a light, they have two recessed lights, right? So when you turn the recessed lights on, the vent fan comes on, and it's wired like that throughout the entire house. At first that bothered me until I realized that my children do not put the vent fan on enough. So then that causes us problems with like the paint in their bathroom peeling because of there being too much moisture. So by connecting those two lights, you make sure that if anybody's using the space, the vent fan is on, which is the way you're supposed to use your bathroom. So this is guest bedroom number 2. Look again, look at the size of this closet. And look at that, a plug in the closet. Somebody's watching my videos. Somebody's watching my videos. Again, we have another nice size shower. Nice single vanity. All right, so let's check out this third guest bedroom here. So this is gonna be like the largest of the guest bedrooms, definitely the widest. Again, look at the size of this closet here. I mean, come on now. This is bigger than some owner's suites that we've toured on this channel. I'm talking about single family homes too. This is off to the back of the property. And here is the bath. Looks very similar to the rest. Now let's go check out the owner suite. But before we do, look at this wainscoting in the hallway. This is a nice touch that, you know, sometimes goes unnoticed. But Mr. and Miss Builder, we see you on this channel. All right, so that's our linen closet for all of the bedrooms. And here is the owner's suite. So to the left here is where we go into your bathroom area. When I first saw this, I actually thought it was like a exposed closet, but now I think it's actually like a sitting room off of your owner's suite, which is so cool, right? Look at this space, this is cool. And so you already have a quite generous sized owner's suite. So you put your bed right there between the two plugs. You put your TV on this wall. That still gives you plenty of space on this wall here to put some additional furniture if you wanted to. Maybe like a window seat. I mean, when this tree in the backyard fills in, I mean, this is gonna be a gorgeous view. So that's not a closet. You actually have two closets in your bathroom, right? So walk in, this is closet number 1. Already has built-ins, very nice touch. You know, some builders will say, you know, like, we'll give you a credit for the closets. That's all good and dandy, but sometimes it's hard to visualize. Now, this part right here is interesting. So we have the command center there, and then we have a vanity right here. So when I first saw that, I was like, maybe there's only one vanity over here, but no, you have 3 sinks in this bathroom. How crazy is that? We got our orange shirt on today. Very nice. This is my wife's favorite color. And then this is your second closet, much larger. Definitely for the person who has the shopping addiction, right? Plenty of shelves, drawers. We have our gown long storage area also for your trench coats. We have 2 plugs along our vanity here, and we have an adult-sized tub. This thing is gorgeous. Flanked by these windows here. What's interesting about Vienna is that they have all these power lines going around, but then they have all these new construction properties. So you're kind of like, what is it? Is this a new place or this is an old place? It's very much old. And then we have our club size shower. I mean, look at this thing. Look how many nozzles you have. You have 2 rain heads, 2 wall mounted, and 2 of the handhelds. And this is a nice size bench here. All right, let's do a little bench check. Let's see, if we take this off, can we take a shower on the bench? Oh, we can. Oh, they got a little water in there. Don't want to get ourselves wet. Oh, that wasn't a good idea. All right. So now we are finished on this level, except we need to see the laundry room. And then we can go to the 4th level. All right, so your laundry room has washer and dryer, plenty of space for additional shelving if you would like. And we have our utility sink right over here with really nice cabinetry. You know, at this price point, they're really giving you a lot of bang for your buck here. Let's count these stairs going up to the 4th level. 1, 2, 17, 18. All right, so now we're on the 4th level, and this level has 2 surprises. So we're used to seeing this flex space here, you know, put a TV up here, put a couple pool tables, ping pong tables, you name it, you could put it up here, right? Look at that old school antenna. Look at that bad boy. You think it still works? All right, so we're used to seeing this. We're not used to seeing these 2 rooms, which they are not bedrooms. They're just built outs, right? Like under the roof line, which, look at the ceiling height. Look at the ceiling height in here. I mean, this is probably, I would say maybe 8.5 feet as far as like the top part. So it gives you a lot of space to walk around. So it's usable space. But there's another one of these rooms. And this room here is a little bit wider. I mean, so what would you do with this additional space? I don't know. I take it that they're counting one of these. Oh, let's see. They're counting one of these bedrooms, or one of these rooms as a bedroom. So I think they're counting this room as a bedroom, which I guess I can see, right? But that room over there, they're not counting that as a bedroom, because we do have one more bedroom in the basement we need to see. And sometimes we even see people try to count this flex space here as a bedroom. Sometimes we'll see people put a door right there. But yeah, 2 surprises up here. Now, here is your bathroom on this level. So because of the pitch of the roof, this is going to be a challenge for really tall people. And when I say really tall, I'm 5'10", and I guess, yeah. If you're like 6'1", 6'2", you may have a problem with this space. There is also a little storage space right here for your dirty clothes, and that is it on the 4th level. So let's get down to the basement level. So the stairs to the basement are located right under the stairs to the bedroom level. And in case you forgot where we are, we have the front door here. We have the living space here. Let's count these stairs going to the basement level. 1, 2, 17, 18. All right, so now we're on the basement level. And so on the basement level, we have storage underneath the stairs. We have the bedroom on this level. We have the full bathroom. We have the utility room. Then we have your theater room, and then we have your flex space. So let's start with the flex space, because I think this is the most interesting. First off, to say that this is a space that's below grade, they've done a great job with these windows. And look, we have those doors again that I told you that we're gonna see in the basement level. And this is to the walk-up. And also, I like the width of the walk-up stairs. I mean, that's a very nice touch. We could probably have the kids do some type of mural on that wall there. And then we have the flex space. So with this flex space, it really gives you like 2 different sitting areas along with your bar. And they've done a great job designing this bar, because they gave you 2 cutouts right there for beverage chillers. I would put a dishwasher down here, if I was honest with you, because given the size of this bar, you don't want to have to lug dishes up. Also, that sink is not nearly big enough for the type of events you can kind of host in this space here. So great job with that layout. So we have this storage underneath the stairs here. And then we have the last bedroom on our tour. Here is your stairwell out of this place. We have your closet on this level here. And then that door leads to the bathroom, which you can also access in the hallway here. Now, I have another question for you all. Isn't this the most amount of space, storage space, that we've seen in one of these utility rooms? Right? I mean, look at this. So we have 2 sunk pumps there. It looks like we already have the piping for the radon mitigation system if you want to install one. So we have the tankless hot water heater. This is my question for you. Is this for a sink? So if this is for a sink, is there like some, I haven't seen a utility sink in this room in all of our tours. What do you think is the purpose of putting a utility sink right here? I'm curious. I'm really curious. Also, I noticed that they put insulation on the ceiling in the utility room. I think that's a first for us as well. Maybe it's like a sound dampening. And then we have our theater room here. So we have our little step down. So you can have the tiered viewing. You put your screen right there. You put your projector on the ceiling, and you have a nice little space to watch Monday Night Football or your favorite baseball games or just a movie or something like that. All right, so that is it. Again, I'm your tour guide, Abraham Walker. If you made it this far, please like the video. That helps us get this video to other viewers just like yourself. And I will see you all in the next video. Peace.